Now to Portland's homeless crisis. Blanchet House, most known perhaps for its homeless meal services, says it will open an overnight shelter for women in Southwest Portland this spring. The nonprofit plans to use the sanctuary at St. Stephen's Episcopal Church to provide shelter for up to 75 women each night, every night of the year, with a staff of all women. We're sharing this exclusive story tonight. Scott Kerman, the executive director of Blanchet House, says he and his staff are sick and tired of seeing women suffer on Portland streets without options for safe overnight housing. I talked to Kerman today, and he told me when he officially told his meal service team they were going to do this, they burst into tears.
It's tragic what's happening to women who are chronically houseless in our community. Just to be frank, they are subject to unspeakable horrors, including assault and sexual assault and rape and trafficking, and we've just had enough. And I know that there are others in our community who have also had enough.
Kerman and his team represent the front line seeing this kind of stuff every day. Blanchet House is still working out the details. Will the hours be something like 8 p.m. to 7 a.m.? How do they work with other agencies, a referral system? They need to hire a staff of 7 or 8 to run and clean the overnight shelter, keep it safe and secure. As it stands, Blanchet House is going to pay for this itself, although Kerman would welcome any funds from the city or county.
We feel a moral compulsion to do this. And so if all of the money comes out of our pocket, then that's what we're going to do. We estimate it might take $1 million in the first year to stand this up. A lot of that will be staffing, overnight staff to make sure that we have enough people on hand to run this successfully and safely.
Kerman says Portland hasn't had a women-only emergency overnight shelter since 2019. Other shelters often have wait lists or they're co-ed. And you may be thinking this sounds a bit like Mayor-elect Keith Wilson's plan for homelessness, massively boosting shelter space, especially overnight, throughout the city. Kerman had the same thought.
The opportunity presented itself to us prior to the election, so we didn't know who would be mayor or who would be on city council. But we did think this certainly does square with Mayor-elect Wilson's plan to actually try to convert churches and other spaces for emergency shelter. So I've notified the Mayor-elect. I told him that this was our intent to do this, and I look forward to conversations to see if there's a way that we can, support what he's trying to do, or he could support what we're trying to do. But I think we're just all going to have to work together.